Free tonight, Mark. Addington, back to Addington. You had a runner yesterday, which we didn't look at, Burnham Boy, but you'd be pretty pleased with his effort yesterday, even running second.
Yeah, it was a good run yesterday. Probably had his chance to win. He only drove him perfect, and just got beat by a better filly on the day. It looks a pretty nice filly with a great attitude. So, would have been nice to get a penalty-free one, but as I said, we got beat by a better one on the day. So he'll keep Burnham Boy and come home and go in a couple of weeks.
Definitely, he's close to winning, and could be next start. Let's start tonight, race 5. La Rosa. She came up short. She was 360. I think she's on the drift now, but that's a very tough task tonight. I know she'll run well. You expect her to, but competitive race, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very good field. The last heat of the size stakes down here, and the good ones come out. Mark Purdon's, now got Town Echo, and it trialled very good. Steve Telfer's too look pretty smart horses, and there's a whole bunch in there that go pretty good. So people probably forget our filly can't even win a maiden yet, and yet we come up favourite in these races. But she did go good last week, but drawn 6 is just wide enough to be a nuisance. And she's a nice filly, my one, but in saying that, she'll need a bit of luck from out there. But she's good enough to be an each way chance.
A bit of a victim of the Addington bias last time. I think the last 1,200 metres was fastest from that point to the winning post in each of those sectionals, and she ran 5th, and it was a terrific run. But it just shows you've got to be on the markers or close to them, doesn't it?
Yeah, at Addington, there's definitely a fast lane on the inside there, and they don't come back to you. And draws are everything. And we drew 9 last week, so we had no choice to go back. And mathematically, it was just completely impossible to win it. So, sectionals are the best of the race, but you don't get anything for that. So, hopefully, he gets the right run tonight.
Seem a little bit more inclined to be having a look early tonight, then, based on that.
Yeah, I'll just leave all the driving to her. She'll just work it out. But 6 is a wee bit of no man's land. You can't really go forward and you can't go back. So we'll just see what happens. But you probably got to roll forward and take your chance and see if she's good enough.
Orlando Magic resumes tonight. Long time off the scene. I know been out in the paddock for a long time. Couple of trials which have been okay, but I think you're thinking along the lines that it's going to be an improvers run tonight, and anything better than that, you'll be over the moon.
Yeah, definitely. We just opted for a mobile first up. She's been missing about the trials, which is a bit frustrating for her. And yeah, it's a nice field to start off. A couple in there go quite good, and she's on her way up. So it's probably one of those, my idea of going the races and racing for 10 grand and instead of going the trials for nothing, and they'll go a bit quicker at the races and get a good benefit from it. So if she finishes in the first half of that field, I'll be more than happy fresh up. Definitely.
Sue Princess, that was one of those races the other night where I think Steel Dust really rolled some sections in front, and those horses out the back had no chance. She was one of them. I think she steps back into a race where she should be more competitive tonight. Would you agree?
Yeah, she probably should have been competitive last week, and even though she got back, she actually didn't even run on, which is pretty disappointing for her. She is fast, but she is a temperamental filly too, and I think things have got to go her way. So we'll just see what happens mid-stages this week and leave that up to Sam. But she pulled up great from that. No issues or nothing, and we'll just put it down to a bad night for her. She pulled up good as gold, so that's why we're going around this week.
We all know she's got one of those in her, so let's hope she can bounce back. On to Oamaru, one runner, it's the Con Artist. Grass track didn't work out so good last weekend. You're back to the weather on Sunday. What are you expecting?
Yeah, just trying to figure out, actually. She went all right, awful first up, good next start, and terrible at Methven. And, it was probably a good blowout for her on that track up there, and she was disappointing. But, we may have found a wee bit of an excuse for her, and she seems better this week. So, in the right race, she's an each-way chance in that, but, she can let you down. So, she puts the right foot forward, she's an each-way chance.
I think, like a lot of trainers, you'll be interested to see the improvement or maybe lack of out of those runs at Methven, because, a run on the grass, as even at the trials, really brings horses on generally, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a great place for them. And even if they get tied up there on the grass, it's not hard on them. Like, they're not running the 56 halves, and they pull up great. So, it's the best place to trial, and we can't trial as much up there now with all the race meetings. So, really enjoyed watching the racing there last week. You could see horses win from anywhere. They come wide around the bend, up the fence, through the middle. They could lead. And, during the run, you actually didn't know who was going to win the race. And even halfway up the straight, you didn't. So, it's good to get away from that leaders bias type racing that we've had. And I'm sure everybody enjoyed it. And, the turnover was indicative of that. It was a very, very good turnover day, and punters enjoyed it.
I think 1.3 million turnover probably proved that people like the grass tracks and having a bet. You turn for home, you're not sure who's going to win the race, and it was just fantastic to see it again, wasn't it?
Yeah, and probably just with the sting of the track just made it testing for all them, and you got some upsets and everything, and it was just the unknown. So wasn't so draw dominated, which a lot of places are these days over these short distance trips, and out to the mile and a half mobiles kind of give everybody a chance. So it was good to see.
Certainly was. Let's look forward to the next one as well. Well, thanks, Mark. You're on the track there. You're obviously working hard before you head to Addington.
Yeah, just trying to keep the track here with the wind blowing pretty hard, but it's just part of a day's job. So we just carry on.
Excellent. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Need it.